Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your money reading. All right, let's get started. All of these cards have been pre-shuffled with you in mind, Taurus. So to start off you guys' reading, I'm going to use the Ask Yourself Tarot cards, okay? So when it comes to your money, these are the questions that you should be asking yourself. So at the bottom of the deck, it says, what ideas are you ready to implement with others? And we have the King of Wands right here, all right? So what ideas do you have when it comes to money, a business, career, whatever, investments, whatever the case may be? You know, what are you ready to implement with others? Ooh, then you got the Queen of Cups. What situation in your life is asking you to observe your emotions, Taurus? Oh, okay. So when it comes to your money, Taurus, it's possible that you could be leading with your emotions outside of logic and what was the word? Logic and, well, whatever, but not with your emotions, okay? So when whatever it is that you're thinking about doing, let it be from like a place of passion and logic and not from like emotions. So sometimes when our emotions get involved, you know, Taurus, we can kind of get out of control. So that's why they say what situation in your life is asking you to observe your emotions when it comes to your money. I could also be talking to a Taurus who has a problem spending money when they're dealing with a situation that caused them to be very emotional as well. All right. When it comes to Taurus money, look at that. You got the World card at the bottom of the deck. What is it that they need to be asking themselves when it comes to their money? 3 cards, please. When it comes to Taurus's money, 3 cards, please. Whoa. Well, that's 3, isn't it? Yes, it is. That's 3, and then at the bottom of the deck, you got the 3 of Pentacles, Taurus. And this is Capricorn, so this is Earth. What in your life is asking, who in your life is asking you to be open to cooperation, okay? Let's see what these are. Here we go. So now you have the Judgment card, you have the Hierophant, and you have the King of Pentacles coming out here, Taurus. It says, what is trying to get your attention with the Judgment card? Then you have the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is you, Taurus. It says, what am I ready to commit to in my life? We're talking about money right here. Then it talks about the King of Pentacles, and it says, what situation in your life brings you financial wealth and stability? Okay, so with this Judgment card being right here, Taurus, this is what is this? Is this Scorpio right here? Or is that Virgo? Anyhow, you have the Hierophant right here and the King of Pentacles. And they're asking you, what are you ready to commit to in your life? We're talking about money right here. So I feel like it could be something that you have asked for, Taurus. And the universe is asking you, this is the Hierophant. And they're asking you, are you ready to commit to that? Whatever it is, it's going to bring stability and wealth into your life. It looks like this is something that you've asked for, but the universe wants to know, are you really ready? Because you had that card that talks about cooperation. Okay, you may have what it is that you asked for, perhaps it didn't come in the way that you wanted it to come, but it's still there. So what are you willing to do? What changes are you willing to make in order for you to have what you want, looking at the bigger picture, not just for how you want to see it? Something to that extent. My bad. This was Scorpio. All right. So you got two major arcanas here with the Judgment card and the Hierophant. So this is Taurus. This is pretty major. This is pretty major. Okay, whatever you got going on, Taurus, this is pretty major. And you have people on your side too who's willing to work with you, but you have to be willing to work with them as well. Ooh, then we got insurance here. We got insurance at the bottom of the deck. Can I get 3 cards for Taurus? When it comes to Taurus's money, okay, yeah, you guys got multitasking. Some of you guys could be thinking about working from home or starting to work from home. You guys got internship right here. Ooh, followed by the right direction. See, Taurus, whatever you're doing, you're on the right path. Okay, I don't know what it is, but whatever it is that you're doing, you are on the right path. As I said, it may not look the way that you wanted it to look, but you are on the right path. Okay, internship and multitasking. Let's use these money cards right here. Retail. It says, if you have an idea in mind, giving you the green light. I am giving you the green light. That see, like I said, it's people on your side. Whatever it is that you're thinking about doing, Taurus, is people who's on your side and they want to see you succeed in life, whether you believe it or not. Okay? This is the King of Pentacles right here. This is all of y'all. This is all the earth right here. All right? And you got the Hierophant. This is more earth right here. And remember, with the Judgment card coming out, and this is being Scorpio, remember when I cut the deck, it talks about emotions. You know what I'm saying? Your emotions being in the way of a certain situation, all right? It says, consider careers in retail, e-commerce, whether it's goods or service. It says, save time and energy and add passive income, taking your business online. I'm not for sure what it is that you starting to do or trying to do, but you are in the right position to do it. You're in the right position to do it. Allow others to help you get there. Those who might know just a little bit more than you. You know what I'm saying? This could definitely be your idea. Don't let nobody change it up. But at the same time, still listen to those who are in a higher position than you are that could give you some advice. Because with this multitasking being here, if I am talking to a Taurus who's trying to start their own business, you're definitely on your way. But listen, remember we had internship. I feel like there's still maybe a little bit that you may need to learn, and these people are willing to help you learn this, but you just have to cooperate with them, all right? Ooh, look. The 3 of Pentacles. Then when I moved to 3 of Pentacles, look what I had. The 5 of Swords, right? And the 5 of Swords talks about what situation in your life is creating some type of power struggle. Some type of power struggle. It's like you may want things one way, Taurus, and another person may be saying you should probably do it this way because the outcome will be da-da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? But with Judgment being here, you may not be trying to hear that because it says what is trying to get your attention. All right? What is trying to get your attention that you're not paying attention to? And then once I pulled this with the power struggle, look, we got the 10 of Wands. We got the 10 of Wands. It talks about what has become overwhelming in your life that doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be that way, Taurus. Did I cut the deck already? Shit, I can't remember. When it comes to Taurus's money, can I get 3 cards, please? One more. Look at that. I'm talking to a businesswoman or a businessman right now. I feel like I could be talking to a businessman or a businesswoman who may have already had a business before, which is probably where the power struggle could come in at, you know, something to that extent. So it talks about, do not be intimidated to enter the world of business. You got this. Look at that. Consider executive positions, becoming a CEO or anything that is corporate world, okay? It says, evaluate your awareness, elevate your awareness, and think bigger if you want different results. See what I'm saying? Remember I said you may have an idea as to how to do something, right? But it could be some people higher up trying to tell you how to go about doing this. But because you are the King of Pentacles, you know what I'm saying? You already probably done had your business before, or this is probably nothing new to you, but you could always learn something new. And like I said, I feel like these people who are trying to tell you what it is that you need to know are in a position to help you and not hinder you. Like I said, don't let nobody take away from your idea or your business and try to turn it into something they want, but just listen to see what it is that they're talking about. And I think that's where the power struggle comes in at for some of you guys. Now, we have this card face down. I can't see it, but we do have activation. And activation said, you are activating your soul's purpose in receiving gifts. You got this Hierophant right here. You got this Hierophant right here. Awaken your soul and tap into your ancestral memory and inner wisdom. Like I said, I don't feel like this is nothing new to you, but you can still learn something in the process. It says focusing too much on material world instead of spiritual world. You got planning right here. It says take financial inventory and see what needs changing. See, it talks about events planning, project manager, professional organizer. It says it's critical that you make a plan to make sure each day counts. And it could be something just as simple as that. Making sure you're on schedule, making sure you're on top of everything, making sure everything is in alignment in order for things to fall the way that they need to fall in a positive way. You're already in the right direction. You're already in the right direction, but see, this is the problem right here. You don't like this. You don't like this. You don't like this part right here. You don't like that. But listen, you ain't got to like it. Cause look, just do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Some of you guys may need to stick to a budget. Cause once I pulled that, we had once I had the money tree, we had budget right there. Okay. All right. Now let's see what this card has to say, Taurus. The past. It says something from the past is coming back. Perhaps an old job or unfinished project. Remember, I said I could be talking to a Taurus who this is not their first rodeo. They done ran their own business before or done been in a position to run their own business. You know, it says, look at the past to understand the future, a lesson, an experience, or an old skill. skill, right? It says you could be earning or receiving money from something you did in the past. I really feel like I'm talking to somebody who already ran their own business, whether it was a family business, whatever the case may be. Maybe you were like a supervisor somewhere, but yet you could have been the one that was running the business. You know what I'm saying? You probably was the one doing everything. Little did people know. So what I'm saying is you got this, and the Hierophant, Taurus, know that you got this too. But sometimes we have to take time out to listen. And that bullhead always trying to come out. And I know it because I'm a Taurus moon. I know what I'm talking about. Shit, I know what I'm talking about. Can't tell me nothing. Wait till I get my money right. All right. See, listen. At the bottom of the deck, we have the moon card right here, okay? And it talks about anxieties and mysteries and fear and things of that nature. And this is not where, with everything you got going on, Taurus, this is not where you want to be. But I'm feeling like it's not so much this. It could probably just be more so like not really knowing if you can trust what it is that people are saying to you when it comes to your business, your idea, some things of that nature. So this could be, the moon could be playing on your intelligence, your emotions. This is water right here. And remember that card earlier, damn, where is it? I split the deck. That card earlier was the Queen of Cups, I believe. And it talks about your emotions, right? So I feel like this is what could be getting in the way, okay? What's trying to get your attention with the Judgment card right there? And that's water, that's Scorpio, right? Right, all right. Split the deck. We got the Page of Wands right here. This is actually fire in earth. And it talks about inspiration, ideas, limitless potentials, free spirit, man, freedom, man. You got this, Taurus. You got this in the bag. There's nothing to be afraid of. I mean, you wouldn't have got this far if it was for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hearing my mind playing tricks on you. Don't allow your mind to play tricks on you. You know what I'm saying? I could be talking to somebody from the South or something like that. Don't let your mind play tricks on you, all right, Taurus? You got this. You got this. When it comes to Taurus's money, what is it that Taurus needs to know right now when it comes to their money? There's some choices that need to be made. Once you make them choices, you can move forward. One more shuffle. Saving money, security, control. Yeah, that's you. You want to control everything. You want to hold on to something, but you got to let it go so you can have more, you know? Three cards, please. When it comes to Taurus's money, look at that. So look at this card. We got the eight of cups. And the Eight of Cups talks about disappointment, abandonment, withdrawal, walking away, leaving behind. Why? Why would you want to leave everything that you done? Man, listen, you finna get cussed out. You're on the right direction. This is what you need to know right now. Now, either A, whomever you investing in or dealing with could be thinking about walking away because of this right here, the Three of Pentacles. What in your life, who in your life is asking you to be cooperate with? And maybe if they feel like you not gonna cooperate, they're gonna walk away. Or maybe you feel like I should walk away because I can do it by myself or something like that. What did I just say? What did I just say? This is we have this is the devil card right here. So this is more earth. This is Capricorn coming out. And it talks about restrictions, shadow self, destructive behavior. If you have all of this stuff on the table, Taurus, it could have something to do with a Pisces too. A Pisces could definitely have something to do with this, or another water sign, any other water sign, Cancer, whatever, Scorpio. Um, if you allow this situation to slip right between your fingers, you only have yourself to blame. You would only have yourself to blame. All right? I know you don't want to hear that. I know this. Jesus, come on. I pulled this card, right? And this is water right here. And this talks about, it's the Page of Cups. Creative opportunities, intuitive message, curiosity, possibilities, happy surprise. Just do what you have to do. Just be in a position to see the bigger picture. This is what you need to know right now. Because I'm feeling like I'm talking to a Taurus who's going to F up the bag before they get the bag. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Look, once I pulled this, we got the Three of Wands right here. And it talks about preparation, progress, foresight, enterprise, expansion, overseas opportunities. Don't let this opportunity pass you by because of your ego. That's all I have to say about that. And I'm gonna leave it alone. I pulled that. We got the Lovers right there. She wanted to know. All right. So I'm going to use these cards right here, Taurus. These cards are for those who are not quite happy at their job, their career, or where their life is going when it comes to looking for a job or whatever the case may be. So this is for those who want to do something different or go in a different direction, all right? So at the bottom of the deck, we got support. It says your life purpose fully supports you. So if you're thinking about branching out and doing something different, you're supported. Like I said, even with the Hierophant coming out earlier, you support it. You support it. And then we got books right here. It says you connect to life purpose through books, involvements with books. All right, Taurus. Can I please get 3 cards for those Tauruses that are not quite happy where they are at their job or in their career, period? Energy healing. Can I get 3 cards, please, for Taurus? We got healer again. Oh, shit. I didn't see that card. We got travel. I could be talking to a Taurus who likes to travel. Travel and nurse, something like that. School. It says the answers that you seek involve going, look, I said travel and nurse. Healer. Okay, so I could be talking to somebody who's thinking about, going back into the medical field or getting in the medical field. They may not be where they want to be right now. Okay, so we got healer, school, and traveling. Okay, so you may have to travel to another school. I mean, not another school, another state. You may end up being a traveling nurse or something of that extent. You have people who mobile and they collect blood, what a phlebotomist, whatever the case may be, something like that. But whatever it is, it has to do with helping people, and you may have to go back to school, or you could be, I could be talking to a nurse who works at a school or something, anything like that, anything that has to do with traveling, healing, and a school could be resonating with someone right now. With healer being here, it could also be like your spiritual gifts. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you need to tap into your spiritual gifts, and your spiritual gifts could have something to do with healing others. All right. Oh, look at that. And you're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. So we done got two cards from totally different decks about being on the right direction, on the right path. So like I said, Taurus, the only person who could mess up this is you. You's the only one who can do this. So don't do that. Don't do that. All that energy and time that you done invested, don't mess it up, Taurus. All right. So now I'm going to get ready to close out your reading with the Angel of Abundance Oracle cards. And at the bottom, listen, at the bottom of the deck, it says, ask for your needs to be met. And it says, God and the angels can come to your aid if only you make a free choice to ask for help. And it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking others to assist you. Okay? And it looked like there's people who willing to help you, but you got to get out of your way. Sometimes them old people say you got to get out of your own way. With that being said, Taurus, this has been your money reading. I am Queen Von Shay Tarot. Please like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. And thank you, Taurus. I'm out.